Born between 1980 and 2000, the Millennials are the first generation of digital natives, and their affinity for technology shapes how they learn. We decided to hold a workshop to find out more. Our sample of 15 and 16-year-olds attend a school where every pupil, without exception, has a tablet. How does this influence their experiences of learning? And what would this mean for the L&D community and how we design training for the next generation of employees? In this webinar, we'll be sharing some of the insights we gained during our workshop. First, we asked them what technology they use at school. They're in quite a unique situation in that their school is an Apple flagship school, which provides every pupil with a subsidised tablet. These have free apps already installed on them, so that everyone has the same learning platform. Interestingly, they rarely use laptops or PCs at school. All digital work is done on tablets. And whilst they're paid-up devotees of the iPhone, due to its simplicity and intuitiveness, they wouldn't want to use them for learning, saying that the screen estate is too small. In fact, having a mobile phone is so distracting during study that they not only switch it off, they put it in another room. So mobile learning is something that they're all familiar with, although they prefer tablets to phones. Over the last few years, we've witnessed within the e-learning industry this shift away from flash-based courses towards more and more courses built in HTML5, and we would expect this to be the norm by the time this generation reaches the workplace. Learners will be accessing training from their own mobile devices, anytime, any place, anywhere. We asked our panel for examples of learning technologies that they enjoyed using at school, and they gave us some great examples. They use a collaborative quiz tool for pop quizzes, where their multiple choice questions are displayed on the smartboard and students answer using a voting system on their tablets. The questions are against the clock and results are shown on the smartboard in real time. This kind of collaborative experience really appeals to their sense of competition, as they are able to review their peers' answers and assess themselves against the rest of the class. When we think about applying this to e-learning, we can use aggregated scores and leaderboards in our e-learning to replicate this engaging tool. It's likely that other learners aren't going to be in the same room, but synchronous or asynchronous results can still be shared as learners progress through the questions. However, when submitting more formal assessments, our students preferred the security and confidentiality of a formal learning management system. In the example they gave us, teachers host a simplified LMS and students sign up for access. Teachers can then push out revision guides and classwork, which students complete and email back. Only the teacher can see their work. Assignments are marked online, and the system enables instant feedback. Students can email their questions and get a quick response. So for formal training, for accreditation for example, the traditional learning management system still has its place. But what about technology that doesn't work for them? They weren't engaged by message boards or online forums. When teachers started a discussion, no one would respond or would post irrelevant comments. It seems that there's a time and place for collaboration, and that it's always worth doing a temperature check to make sure that any social learning is going to appeal to your learners and be meaningful for them. Exams are still handwritten, so students need to keep up writing skills, and although technology plays an important part of their research and classwork, millennials are still writing up their homework. When it comes to revising for exams, this is still done the old-fashioned way, and they find that they learn better when they physically write something down. We're always interested in how people learn away from the workplace, so we asked our millennials where they go for information if they wanted to learn something new. Their first port of call would be to look for an app that covers the specific topic they want. They wouldn't even consider looking at an instruction manual. The internet is seen as a vast repository with so much information that it's overwhelming, and they feel that companies don't put as much care into their websites as they do for their apps. What they're looking for is speed and ease of access. How can they find what they're looking for with a minimum of clicks? They have their preferred search engines, Google rather than Bing or MSN, which contain too many distracting adverts and images, slowing down their search. They also use hashtags to narrow down search results. They also have strong views on trusted websites, which contain moderated content. Getting to the point is what matters to this audience, so tools such as job aids and bite-sized learning nuggets will work well for millennials, giving them that just-in-time learning that they want. Having learnt about their preferences, our final question to the Millennials was to describe their ideal learning experience. And it was pretty straightforward. It would start with a video explanation of the process, or topic in question, followed by supporting text to give further detail, and then a quiz to test knowledge. Finally, they'd like to know what was coming next, a teaser to whet their appetite, but also to provide context around where this particular topic fits into the bigger picture. So a blended solution, with each element addressing a particular learning need, but combining to form a logical journey through the content. We also asked for feedback on some of our recent courses, and found that how they looked visually was as important as the content within them. The biggest factors in online engagement were aesthetics and usability, and the biggest causes of disengagement were too many instructions and too much text. User experience is key, and a cluttered screen with overwhelming amounts of information turns our learners off immediately. So what are the key takeaways from our research with the Millennials? Here are our top 5 tips. Mobile learning is the norm. Make it personalised. Millennials want relevant information fast and with as few clicks as possible. Collaborative and social learning have their place, but Millennials still like the comfort of a formal learning environment. Use a range of different learning interventions. Blended is best. For a digital savvy generation, user experience is key. We hope you found this webinar useful. If you'd like any more information on our work with Millennials or any of our other learning services, please contact us using the details on screen.